Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I am bringing you another layout. This is a layout about Bab being in Las Vegas for convention. Things are a little different this year with COVID, so they're not having their convention in August, but typically we go every August to his company convention, and I go a few days before or a few days after so that we can see friends and hang out and just kind of enjoy Vegas. And then the rest of the time he spends working. So I found this lovely cut file online. It is free from Cut to You. They sent it in a newsletter, and so if you subscribe to their, I think it's like every month they send out a newsletter, and you get a free cut file whenever you subscribe to that, and also any specials that they're having or new releases, things like that. So I took this busy background paper that was very soft and pastel, and I didn't know how I was going to use it otherwise. So I just used the cut file. I put it in my silhouette, and it is called Diamonds. And I ended up, even though the pattern was so busy as a full sheet of paper, it is just lovely as a cut file. So I would encourage you not to throw out a piece of paper that is a little frustrating to you as a background, and just play around with it and see if you can do something else with it, like cut files or backing photos or doing little trim work. So you can see I backed all of the cut file spots here, and then I took it to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew all of that down. I do cover most of it up, which is kind of a shame because it turned out so lovely, but it happens and I'm okay with it. I like the way the layout turned out, so I'm fine. I did go ahead and take some of the scraps from my bin and just put those behind the photos, and the photos are a picture. We went one night to the App Dynamics. It was like an happy hour evening party, whatever you want to call it. They're really big into that. And then I also took a photo of the hotel that we stayed at on our own, which is New York, New York. We like to stay there because it has a lot of variety for food and entertainment, and it's reasonably priced. So you're not going to get gouged. And you can play blackjack for like $5 or $10. So that's kind of our game. So I also took some 6x6 papers and some other scraps from my stash, and you're just going to see me do my usual thing, which is layer the photos. And so I did want to ask you all how you're doing. I know that these are difficult times. I'm staring at the face of going back to the gym. It is supposed to open on June 1st, and you will see this after June 1st, but I'm not so confident about going back. The new protocol is going to be very unusual, and I'm just not going to be able to service the amount of clients that I normally did. Plus, I've got the whole fear factor going on when it comes to being exposed, and then I have my grandbaby to think about, and it's just a lot to take in. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works, and I will report that in as we progress. So how are you doing? Are you working? Are you furloughed? Are you happier than ever being at home? Are you having fears as well? I would love to hear from you and find out what's going on out in the world, because we've kind of been secluding ourselves. We did go out of town for what was supposed to be our wedding weekend, but we kind of kept our distance from everyone and just kind of made it a romantic weekend sort of thing. So I don't know. The layout, you probably want to hear about the layout. So I dug into some crepe paper and some Maggie Holmes. So the tickets are from Maggie Holmes Carousel collection, and the crepe paper here plus their ephemera is where I got the some of the tags and the New York label. And I always feel the need to put twine in my labels, and I'm going to use my tiny attacher to secure those down. And I'm just kind of fussing with placement here. But I'm just kind of making the photos the center of the layout and having everything coming out from it in one giant cluster. I am going to build, I felt like the upper left-hand corner had a little bit of like white space, and so I'm going to build a little cluster over there, but you're going to see me do that here in a moment. And I remembered to use this Statue of Liberty that was in the crepe paper here plus there collection, which I had forgotten to use on a previous layout that was related to this same weekend. Oh, I forgot I built this little triangle in the bottom right. It just kind of add balance to the page, and that's why I'm going to do the upper left as well. So the flags that I brought in, not usually my style, but they went with the photo so well. So used to I would have thrown something out like this, but I just didn't want to waste it, and I got it in a kit collection. I think it was a citrus twist collection, and I just wanted to see what I could use on this layout. And I've kind of been scrapbooking some of my pseudo nephews' photos, and so I gave it a shot on here, and I really like the way it turned out. So the Always Today Awesome is just you know, flags are never the easiest things to work with, or pennants. This is actually a pennant. They're never the easiest thing to work with, at least that's the way I feel, but I think they worked out really well on this layout. And then that little cut apart label that says Born to Flourish is from the Bloom Street collection. I just cut up a bunch of the page number 13, and I've been using it on a ton of layouts lately. I had so many layouts that I'm trying to find albums. I'm desperately trying to find albums that are not going to gouge me on delivery cost. I can find albums for a reasonable price. I cannot find albums delivered or be able to be picked up. So I'm a little frustrated about that. They're either out of it at Michael's, or they want to charge me $17 for delivery, and I'm not paying that. So anyway, if you know of a good place to get scrapbook albums for a reasonable delivery charge, I would love to buy some. I spent some of today organizing them, but I'm out of albums. Organize my layouts. So I did end up using another one of those pennants that say hello, and then a couple of labels from Citrus Twist collections. And I am going to glue down this alpha that is from Pink Fresh Studio, and it is called The Mix. And it's simply going to say Las Vegas. I almost said Las Colinas. I was talking to some girlfriends today about meeting in Las Colinas for a business meeting, so that was on my mind. But anyway, I do end up also adding convention at the bottom here, and I kind of make it fun and wonky. I felt like, you know, here lately everything's been so structured and kind of rigid that I just wanted to have a little bit of fun and do something a little bit wonky compared to what I normally do. So anyway, I do glue those all down because I don't like things moving on my layout. And I did a huge cleanup on my scrapbook room yesterday. If you know, if you've kind of followed me for a while, you know I have a grandbaby, and her first birthday is today. Today is the 28th of May, even though you're not going to see this till June. So I'm super excited because she is one, and she's walking like crazy. And I'm having a birthday party, a very small, intimate birthday party for her on Saturday. And so there will be, of course, my daughter and her boyfriend and the baby, and then my other daughter and my ex-stepmom, which is effectively my mother, her husband and her daughter and her baby. So, well, he's not a baby, he's a toddler. So, yeah, big party plans. So I hope you enjoyed the layout and I hope you're doing well. I look forward to your comments. I'll have another video for you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.